We had a great experience at the Olympic Games. We're happy with our Olympic medalists. However, we're not satisfied. We do feel we could have done better. It's very important going into this next 4-year period that we understand exactly what we're up against and what we're facing going into this new quad. The best thing that we have going right now is we do have a core group of athletes that will continue to compete over the next 4 years, and that's just going to make the team stronger. That's just going to add depth to our team, which is going to allow us to have success, not only from our veterans, but allow our younger guys to come through a strong group of older athletes to make the team, therefore giving them the confidence to go on and be medalists at the world events and at the Olympic events. I feel the new rules are very important. The new rules are something that we have to address. My philosophy is we need to compete. Our athletes need to compete in as many events under these new rules as possible. 6 events minimum, 25 to 30 matches under the new rules to develop tactics and also to develop their skills that it's going to take to really capitalize or really take advantage of what these new rules have to offer. We have several areas of concentration going into these new rules and going into this new year. Very important that we concentrate on the leg clinch. Anytime a match can be decided from a position, we have to focus in that position. The medal could depend on it. So the leg clinch is our #1 area of concentration, and not only offensively but defensively. You can't determine if you're going to be the person that has the offensive position or the defensive position. It's a coin flip, and the winner of the coin flip will be the person that grabs the leg. So that's an area that we're going to focus on. Tie-ups for control is going to be very important with the new rules where you can push someone out, and the flee and the hold rules that they're going to enforce a little more strongly is an area that we have to address. So tie-up control of the match for control is going to be very important. Mat control and mat awareness is also area that we're going to spend a lot of time in, because points can be given for stepping out of bounds. It's very important that you're aware of your position on the mat at all times, and also that you control the mat so you can put your opponent in a position where you can get a point by driving him out of bounds. Counter offense is a must because we feel that the European style or the Russian style of wrestling won't change too much, whereas they'll try to come right out, get a point early, and then hold on to the lead. The time and the way the match will be officiated caters to this style of wrestling. So we want to be offensive also. We would like to go out and get that first point and score. We also have to realize that they're thinking the same thing, so we have to be ready with our counter offense to defend any attacks that come early in the match and capitalize in that position so we can score and have the first point. Very important with these new rules that we score the first point of every match, because in a tied match and with everything being equal, that first score will determine the match, or will determine the period. We're going to put special attention into our parterre offense and our parterre defense, just to help us expand leads, and also to lead back to one of the areas that we've addressed since I've been the national team coach, and I'm sure we've addressed in the past, is our parterre defense. The best guys in the world do not get turned, and we can't get turned and win world championships and win Olympic championships. Also, match is easier, and also to expand our leads. We're going to put special attention into the new rule scoring opportunities, specifically push-outs, fleeing the holds in parterre, and in other areas that these new rules will create. One thing as far as athletes are concerned, our training, their training is the most important thing that we need to concentrate on right now. We are demanding our athletes to follow a champion's training program. Our athletes have to realize what we're up against with the Russian system and the European system. You have athletes training full-time under a freestyle coach and a freestyle system against world-class wrestlers on a daily basis in order to beat us and the rest of the world. Our athletes in the United States have to realize that training themselves, or being part-time trained by a coach, and not putting themselves in a training environment that's conducive to them getting better and closing the gap to Russia, does not lead to success. So with the demands that we're putting on our athletes to follow our training schedule, competition schedule, and also specific things that we're going to force them to do in order to be successful is very important.